A new lineup from VTech and Leap Frog. Welcome back to Techstination. Joining us is Marketing Manager Tiffany Lavery. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Fred. How are you?
Terrific. Well, you've got some brand new products, toys coming out.
Yes.
Some this spring arriving, and others coming out
hmm
later in the fall, and some great new tech for kids too to talk about. So let's start off with what's going to be new for the springtime.
Absolutely. Like you said, we've got some really cool tech items for kiddos. So this is our line called Switch and Go Dinos, and we've got a couple of the items coming out for spring. These are our hatch and roar eggs. There are 4 different kinds of them, and what's great about the Switch and Go line is that it's a transformation line from a creature or dino to a vehicle, and so each one will have an electronic that transforms as it goes. So when it's the dino mode, it'll act like a dino, and when it's a car, it'll act like a car. But you can see in the egg there that as the little dino is hatching, the electronics are in there. And when you open it up, it'll come in 10 different pieces. You build your dinosaur and you can transform it once it's built into a vehicle, which is really, really fun. So these are opening price points, $10.99. They're available now.
And there's more coming out in that line for the fall too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of really cool stuff, but I'll talk through the hero items. So this is our Rescue Rex. It comes as 3 different vehicles: a police car, a helicopter, and a fire truck. And when they can't handle the situation, it gets too hot, you kind of build it all together into a Rescue Rex. So they combine into a dinosaur. The electronics are in the police car. It will have sirens and talk like a police officer. And then as you transform it into the Rescue Rex, it will be a really courageous dinosaur.
Very cool. Now, the GoGo
Yeah.
Smart Wheels line has been around for some time, but you're doing some new
Yes.
things with it for this year. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. Yes. We are revamping a little bit. We wanted to keep a hold of all the things that parents loved about the line, and that was essentially the electronics, the smart point, the unlocking of the magic content when a vehicle goes over one of the smart points on the playsets. But they were kind of veering away from wanting a lot of different track pieces, right? Kiddos that are car kids or vehicle kids, they love to see things go from the top speedily down to the bottom, right? So we wanted to make sure that all of our play sets this year have a lot of what we call gravity fed play. And there's not a ton of little track pieces that are going to fall off. This is pretty stable. It's going to be easy for kids. It's durable. It comes with different role play pieces as well. But of course, it's got all of its technology jam packed in there as well as little surprises with the little bridge and the crane. This one's handmade, so I can't do a ton with it, but yeah, so all the things that we love about it with some improvements for sure.
Very cool. And there is some technology built in here too with the RFID,
Oh, absolutely.
if I remember.
The cars have electronics built in. The actual playset doesn't have anything, which is really, really cool. So the vehicles have let me zoom in a little bit for you. The vehicles have these prongs on the bottom. So as it goes across different, we call them smart points on the different play sets. This one, I believe, has like 5 different smart points. It will trigger responses from the vehicle that are unique to that location and that vehicle. So any vehicles you have throughout the line, so you can buy the set, the 3-pack or the 2-pack, they will have unique responses in each of the play sets based on the technology that is built within the car.
You have something new that's coming to the US that's been a big hit in France.
Yeah, let me show you Sunny. So this is Sunny. Storytime with Sunny, $59.99, 3 years plus. She will be coming out in the fall. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her, and then I'll show you how she works. But she kind of steals the show when when she starts to talk. So we knew that the audio content space was really, really popular for kiddos, but we wanted to be more than stories. And we also knew that kids learn best when they're having a lot of fun. So we created this techie best friend, if you will. She's interactive and she's got a ton of personality, which makes her really, really unique. She comes with these 4 discs that have tons of content, 5 hours of content, 300 different stories and jokes and activities and games. She'll help with daily reminders as well as being a actual nightlight. She is a clock and an alarm clock, and she can also help with bedtime timers. So she's got tons of different personality jam-packed inside her. I'll turn her on. She's got movement as well.
Hi again. I'm so excited to see you.
You plug in your
Stories and songs.
so earlier she was
Campfire stories.
telling me campfire
If you're
stories.
happy with what you chose, press the play button. Wait till you hear this story.
So she's
The
telling
Dark Forest.
spooky campfire stories, and they're not really spooky, they're silly.
There was a boy that went into a dark forest. While he was walking, he heard.
You can see her
So
moving.
the animation and the face certainly are going to be captivating for kids and maybe some
Yes.
parents too.
Yeah, she's super interactive and she's got tons of personality. There's so many ways you can play with her, as well as just using her as a nightlight, as the alarm clock as well.
Do those discs mean that you may be able to expand the content after a period of time?
Currently, we don't offer expanded content, only because she does come with so much. But that's definitely a possibility. That's actually a really great idea, Fred. I'll have to let PD know about it.
Terrific. And you have a whole line up there that we're looking at on
Yep.
the table for those of you who are watching this with some
Yeah.
new toys for little ones, it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. We are all about infusing technology in a fun way that allows kids to learn and practice their gross motor skills, fine motor skills. So we've got our baby lineup. This is a little tablet. It's all about those tactical fine motor skills, touching the squishy buttons. We've got our whale that any of the soft buttons will teach or have sound effects.
Is my home.
I forgot. She kind of carries herself away. We've got our little play phone that can be played with in portrait mode and landscape mode because we want it to feel like it's like fun for kiddos. We've got our puppy and our dino and our unicorn, each teaching different things in a really, really fun way, whether it's the dino teaching about counting and math, or the unicorn, it's all about creativity and music. But a lot of different technology throughout them, and trying to just make learning really, really fun and interactive.
On the Leapfrog side of the
Yeah.
brand, you've got some new things there too, with a pretty big focus, I think, on food.
Yes. So we've got our food role play. It's always done really, really well for the Leapfrog line, and we've got a bunch of new items as well. This is actually a non-electronic item that's new for our brand. We've got our waffle maker, we've got our ABC cookies, and then a big item we've got coming is actually our pizza cart, which is great. Has really, really cool technology in the spatula. So it will give you orders to make a pizza. And then as you make it and you slide the spatula in, it'll recognize whether or not the slice was made based on the order. There's an electronic cash register there as well. And the oven will light up and pretend to be heated. And so it's really, really fun and interactive.
And lots of toppings for kids to put on those pizzas.
Yes, we've got all the toppings up here. I don't know if you can see them. These are all handmade, so I'll try to show you, but yes. Really fun. Lots of I think it comes with 32 pieces.
And this will arrive in the fall?
Yep, that one's all fall. All of these are actually fall. All the Leapfrog line are fall. Yeah.
You also have something new in your Mr. Pencil line. Tell me about that.
Yes. So this is Mr. Pencil. So this one is our scribble, write, and read. So really, really fun. We've had a variation of this one in our line for a little while, but this one takes it up a notch. So it will teach you how to step by step do uppercase and lowercase letters but we've added some really cool things, some introductory words. And as you slide Mr. Pencil, your stylus, across the word, it will sound it out for you. And we've also added in a drawing element. It's great for on the go. It's got a little handle. It's very compact. I love that one.
It fits right in with Leapfrog's history of learning technology for kids. And then you have something that you're calling the Leapster Ultra.
Yes, yeah. For those of you who might know, we've been in the educational gaming space for a long time. We've actually launched our very first one in 2003. So this is Leapster Ultra, and it's a little bit of a take on that one, but it's like a new age version. We did a bunch of research. We found out that gaming is I mean, it didn't take research to find out gaming was popular, but we found out it was the #1 activity, outranking live and streaming TV for little ones. And kids 3 to 9, they said it was their #1 favorite activity. And that 3 to 4-year-old space is really young. So we wanted to make sure that we offered a game, a handheld game, if you will, that looks really cool, but also is curricular based and age appropriate for kiddos. So this is our Leapster Ultra. It's handheld. It comes with 30 games already programmed on it. You don't need to buy anything additional. You don't need to plug it in. No Wi-Fi is needed. It is ready to play out of the box. It plays in portrait mode or landscape and portrait mode. This one's handmade, so I can't turn it on, but it'll play in both of those modes, which makes it really fun. It's got fun little gaming dials here, just like a regular handheld game. And it'll, across those 30 different games, it'll teach 20 different early preschool skills. So tons of different content on that, ready to go out of the box. This one's $44.99.
You know, we're used to seeing tech toys that are basically made of plastic. They're rugged and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got a wooden line there, and something that we're looking at that's in the wooden category.
Yes.
Is that the Leap Tab Plus? Is that?
Yes,
Or
this
you've
is
got a
Leap
couple of
Tab
items.
Plus. Yes, so our wooden line is exclusive to Target. All of our wooden products do have electronics. However, the wood portions are 100% FSC certified and sustained from well-managed forests. So our Leap Tab Touch comes with these really cool different cards that have the same technology as our desk. So essentially, this has over 32 touch points where anywhere you touch, it will trigger a response and you can learn. So as you plug in a card, there's tons of curriculum on here. This one's seasons. It'll recognize the season or the card. So you can touch. So want to join my picnic? It's summertime. Snowflakes, it's talking about winter. There's food, there's colors, there's art, there's social emotional skill topics all throughout these activity cards, and they all store right in the back.
Very cool. You mentioned a table, and you've got one of those out too, a new one of those.
Absolutely. So this is part of our wooden line, but it's more for the little ones. So we know that parents want toys that are aesthetically pleasing, but kiddos want the fun and the learning and the colors as well. So this one's great. So it's a really beautiful table. This is not plugged in, it's handmade, I apologize. So this one's a really beautiful table. It has the touch technology that I was talking about earlier. So all of these are actually buttons, but it's completely flat. So it has letters A through Z, as well as piano keys and numbers. It'll teach all about animals. It has electronics in the middle if you turn it on, but then it also turns over to when they're really little to just be the kind of manipulative play that they like to practice those fine motor skills. And so you've got your shape sorter, you've got your spinners and your bead maze. You can also take the legs off and use it on the floor for really little ones.
So it sounds pretty versatile that it can transform from something that's designed for infants to the toddler stage.
Exactly right. Yep. Up until they're using it as a table to eat their lunch on, I suppose.
Terrific. For more information, where can folks go, Tiffany?
Absolutely. So kids can either go to VTech Kids, or parents can go to VTechKids.com or leapfrog.com to find out more. We also all the toys will be available in the fall. There are a couple that are available at spring at all mass retailers.
Terrific. Congratulations once again on all of the innovation over the years. Now, I believe it's 20 years in that Leapfrog line, right?
Yeah, the Leapfrog line for sure. I think it's 25 on the VTech, and we're approaching over 20 for the Leapfrog line.
Just terrific. Tiffany Lavery, thank you for spending time with us.
Oh, thank you, Fred.